Guys to the streets and the newest chapter in the bumpy ride for Smarttrack. What started as John Tory's ambitious plan for 22 rapid transit stops is shrinking yet again. CTV's Natalie Johnson is live with more. Natalie.
Hi, Michelle. Well, the mayor's executive endorsed the latest version of his signature transit plan today, but there are just 5 new Smarttrack stops on this version of the plan. John Tory, though, says it's not an apples-to-apples comparison with the original version since there are now new provincial transit plans in play. For years, the plan was to put a Smarttrack stop at this busy East End corner. But the mayor's signature surface rail plan now looks much different than it once did, with no station here and far fewer overall along the line.
They'll make a big positive difference for people in all parts of the city.
John Tory originally pitched the plan in 2014 when he was running for mayor the first time.
It gives us a chance to erase decades of inaction on the transit file in just 7 short years.
Proposing 22 stops along existing rail lines. But since then, the province's plans for the Ontario line and the Scarborough subway extension have made some of Smarttrack redundant. The latest version, endorsed by the city's executive committee today, has just 5 new stations: Finch Kennedy, East Harbour, King Liberty, St. Clair Old Weston, and Bloor Lansdowne.
When these things are done, you could probably cycle through all these communities, take advantage of transit if you so decide to, enjoy the communities or get off the transit as well.
The stations planned for Gerard Carlaw and Lawrence Kennedy have now been axed. No longer necessary, according to city staff, based on stations that will go on the Ontario line and the Scarborough subway extension.
If you think about how much we herald a subway extension that would give us 5 new stations, it's a big deal. This is a big deal, having these 5 stations and others that will go along with them.
The city will now pay for the Bloor Lansdowne GO station that was planned by the province, even though it won't directly be linked to the other Smarttrack stops. And so its capital contribution is still pegged at nearly $1.5 billion.
It's never going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive, but it's an investment. It's not a cost. It'll pay dividends in the years ahead.
As for when what is left of Smarttrack will be up and running, staff say they're now looking at 2026. In order for this latest version of the plan to proceed, it still needs to be endorsed by full council. Reporting live, I'm Natalie Johnson. Michelle, over to you.
Thank you, Natalie.